Hey guys, welcome back to Burst of Sunshine. It's Ashley. Today I'm going to be doing my very first Cricut video, and it's going to be this super cute dog mug. So I'm going to first get a picture of a dog, and I'm going to take it into background burner. You could just Google background burner, and I try to find a picture where you can get the full shape of the body with the tail and the head and the legs. And I'm just going to pick whichever one of these burns looks the closest to what I need, because I'm going to have to edit it anyways, and I hit touch up. Now this little red button is what you want to clear out, and then the green is what you want to keep. So I'm just going to take the red button, and I'm going to just kind of trace around my dog here. Well, it's not my dog, but you get it. And I'm going to kind of erase out everything I don't want in my picture, because I just want it to be just the dog, nothing else. So once I'm done, I'm going to hit finish. The only bad thing about background burner is you have to log in every single time. But once you're logged in, you can go in and download it as a PNG, because you want the background to be transparent. I'm going to open up the picture we just made in PicMonkey. Now we're going to turn this dog like to where it's a solid color. So I'm going to go down to exposure and turn the contrast to 100. Now I'm going to go to the draw, because you can see that it's not exactly perfect lines. And I'm going to kind of just take some white paint, I guess you would call it, in the draw, and kind of straighten out these lines and make it neater and make it just a little bit prettier, more presentable dog. You know, because the background burner doesn't work completely perfect, so I just use black to fill in any pieces I need to fill in, and the white to erase any pieces to kind of smooth it out. I'm going to save that. And now I'm going to go to Luna Pitch. It's actually the website I prefer for making my backgrounds transparent, but it's better if you're just needing one color transparent. So I upload my image, go to edit, and to transparent background, and I'm just going to select the white, and it makes all the white parts transparent. This is easier if you only have one color background and you want it transparent. So now I'm going to go back to PicMonkey, and now I'm going to just get a blank canvas, make it transparent, and this is where I'm going to make my logo. You can choose whatever font you want. I really liked this trash hand, and then write out whatever words or phrase you're wanting. I'm going to write out dog mom, but you can make it say like Ranger's mom or Toby's mom, or just whatever you want it to say. You could just put dog lover, whatever. I'm going to add my own overlay, and I'm going to do a PNG of a paw. I just googled up a paw print PNG, and I save this image, so you could just save a paw print PNG, any one that you want that looks like what you want, and then just put it in there for the O, just to kind of mix it up. And then to add a little bit more extra to it, I am just going to take a heart from the stickers section, the overlay section on PicMonkey, and I'm just going to select a heart and make it black just to match, and I'm going to place that in the O just to give it a little something extra. So now I'm going to crop it down so I don't have a bunch of extra white space on. And I'm going to apply that and then save it. Now we have our quote and we have our dog. Now let's open the Cricut design space. I'm going to select a new project and upload my images. To do this, I'm going to go to upload image and browse, and I'm going to find my image of my dog, and I'm going to select it. And now I'm going to hit simple image, because I've already got this simple colors, and I'm just going to make the background transparent. Hit choose, and I'm going to save it as a cut file. You can add whatever tags or title you want to it, and then I'm just going to hit save. Now push that aside, and I'm going to get my mug ready. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure to see how big I need my vinyl piece to be. So I had this tiny little measure tape, which I think is perfect for these kind of projects. Now, depending on if you're right-handed or left-handed, depends on what side of the mug you are going to put this on. This is going to be for a right-handed person, so I'm going to put it on this side, and I'm just going to take my measure tape and measure out what size I want it. Of course, this varies based on the size of your mug and how big you want it to be. So now I'm going to take my images, my dog mom logo, and my little dog, and I'm going to put them into my design space, and I'm going to size them down to the size that they need to be to fit this mug. I'm just going to kind of play with it and mess with it and rotate it and just kind of fiddle with it till I get it to the way I like it. When you're done, you're going to select one of the items, hit shift, and then select the other one and hit attach. That way it cuts in one big cut file. So now I'm going to go to go. Push that aside and go back and prepare your mat. I'm going to peel off my little protective paper, and I'm going to take a sheet of my vinyl. I'm using glitter vinyl in the size to fit however big your cut file is, and then I'm just going to place it on my mat. So now going back, I'm going to make sure it looks good and that it's covering the area I need it to, and then I'm going to hit go. It's going to tell you to load your mat, and this little button's going to blink, so I'm just going to load it up and then just hit the load button, and it'll kind of suck your mat in and get it ready. So now you see it's telling me that I have it set to iron on, which is not what I want it on. And so I'm going to go back and I'm going to change it. If you're using normal vinyl, you'd set it to vinyl, but I'm using glitter, so I'm going to go to custom, and it's going to give me this little drop down menu, and I'm going to go select glitter vinyl. So that way it knows its material it's cutting. And then I'm just going to go, and you see the little blinking C Cricut button. That means it's ready to cut. So I just hit that and let it cut away. And this is like one of the coolest things ever. So then I'm going to hit the release button when it's done. And then I'm going to take my vinyl cutout off of my mat. This is one of the Cricut tools that you can buy, and it's a little weeder. But if you want a cheap alternative, this is actually a little flosser. I got this from the Dollar Tree in the toothpaste section, and it works just as good, if not better, because the hook's a little bit smaller and thinner, and it's just a very cheap alternative if you can't afford to buy the Cricut tools. I mean, this was in the Dollar Tree in a pack with a toothbrush. Weed out the part of the vinyl that I did not want, and I'm going to make sure it fits a good size for my mug. Now I'm going to take a piece of transfer tape and I'm going to put it on top. So now, of course, this is another Cricut tool. It's a little scraper, but as an alternative, a credit card. I mean, it'd be perfect to scrape it on. So scrape it a while, and if it doesn't come off right, just keep scraping it again. Make sure you're not just scraping around it, but scraping the actual words and the dog themselves. So I use my little weeding tool also to help me pull it off, because the glitter is a little hard to work with. And then you should have your quote and dog on your transfer tape. I'm just going to eyeball it and place it onto my mug where it looks good, and I'm just going to press it on using my little scraper and my fingers to make sure it sticks really well. That's all you have to do to have this cute, adorable mug. It is awesome. It makes great gifts. It's super cheap, and it's got a lot of thought. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. See you guys next week.